Mhm.
So it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Spiller. She's Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. She started back in March 2020, just in time for the pandemic. So I'm sure she's had a pretty busy year like we all have. She's been formerly Dean at the College of Letters and Science at the University of California, Davis, as well as the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Human Sciences at Virginia Tech. She's written 2 books and had a number of National Endowment of the Humanities fellowships, as well as a Fulbright fellowship. She has a Bachelor of Arts in English from Amherst College and a Master's and Doctorate from Harvard University. So on behalf of all the students and faculty participating in the MATC Scholars Program, I'd like to welcome Dr. Elizabeth Spiller.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that kind welcome. I want to say that I already feel left out because I didn't get to fly any drones with the Chancellor. That clearly was sort of the highlight of the afternoon. Let me welcome everyone this afternoon. I hope that you're enjoying the 2021 Mid-America Transportation Center Scholars Program so far, and that you found the practical information, the opportunities, and the mentorship that's being shared here helpful as you consider where you might take your next steps in your educational journey. I know that you've had a chance to discuss different careers that are available in transportation, gotten advice on how to choose a graduate program, a faculty mentor, a community that's essential for academic success, and have learned a little bit more about graduate admissions exams and research and internship opportunities. I know that I'm coming in the middle of this program, so I thought I might circle back to the very beginning to the topic of why you should choose the path of graduate school. I'd like to share some of my thoughts about graduate studies and the way in which I think they're an important next step for the future for many of you. I think the benefits of graduate education are both obvious and many. For some people, it's a professional development and advancement opportunity. For others, it's an opportunity for creative fulfillment and self-expression. I think that for the best of students, and I'm counting all of you among that group, it should be both of those things. I think it's an opportunity to get where you want to go, and I think it's an opportunity to develop who you want to be. I think that when it comes, I think the practical benefits are very clear, but it might be worth sort of underlining a couple of those. It is clearly true that entering the workplace with a master's degree or a doctoral degree can open new doors. Many careers that used to only require a bachelor's degree, now a graduate degree has become the minimum requirement for consideration. And that's because over the last 2 decades, the number of people with master's degrees and doctoral degrees has doubled. That is a very sharp increase. Since 2000, the number of people aged 25 and over whose highest degree was a master's degree has doubled to 21 million. The number of doctoral degree holders has also more than doubled to 4.5 million. In the year 2000, 1/3 of people with at least a bachelor's degree had also completed an advanced degree. By 2018, that number had grown to 37%. That is a remarkably steep curve, and honestly, that's your competition. Those are the people who, when employers are looking at who will be the right person for them, they have a rich pool of applicants to choose from, and it's important that you be the person that they choose. I think the good news is that having an advanced degree obviously can command a higher salary. It can also give you opportunities that are not otherwise a possibility. You get to be at the table in a way that might not be the case without an advanced degree. The US Bureau of Labor Statistics shows median weekly earnings in 2019 for those with a master's or a doctoral degree as between 20 and 50% higher than those with bachelor's degrees. Those holding graduate degrees also experienced, on the downside, much lower unemployment rates than those with only a bachelor's degree or without a bachelor's degree. Just as a graduate degree can help you get a job, it can also accelerate your progression up the ladder in the job or in the profession that you choose. These are sort of qualitative outcomes rather than quantitative outcomes. but you want to be in a position where your talent, your creative energy align with your opportunities. You want to be able to share your passion and your ideas, and you want to be able to be in a position to do the things that you want to do. One of the true values of a graduate education is not just what you learn there, not just the connections you make there, not just the problem solving skills, but the opportunity to really write your own future in a way that aligns with the things that you want to pursue. Over the next few days, I think you'll have an opportunity to have not just valuable information, but valuable ways of thinking about the future to help you decide if graduate school is right for you now or maybe in the future. Strategies for success once you make that decision, and opportunities within your discipline that are available within the transportation industry. I think we've learned a lot of things from COVID. One of them is how remarkably important some features of transportation are to really making the world that we count on work. I welcome you to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and I hope you consider continuing your academic journey as a member of the Husker community, or at many of the other fine institutions that we admit that are out there. More importantly, I encourage you to never stop exploring learning, knowledge, and creative activities. One of the things that I work on in a scholar is really the creation of knowledge as an activity that involves both science and art, that involves both precision and knowledge, but also human creativity. I'm looking forward to seeing where you all go in the future, but for now, welcome, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Spiller, for that wonderful welcome. Judy, I'm going to pass it over to you now.
Do you guys have any questions for Dr. Spiller by chance? Okay.
Okay.
From Prairie View, A&M. I was wondering, because you said that basically, well, from what I've heard, the higher the degree, the easier it is to get a job.
So I think there's a lot of statistics that make it clear that, how should I put this? In order to get serious consideration from some employers, particularly when they are looking at hundreds of applicants who could do the job, they are nonetheless needing to find a way to sort through between many people who could do the job and the one job that they have. And in those circumstances, having what I think of as a legible credential, right? A degree that they understand as providing the training that makes it possible for you to succeed in the job. Yes, that is something that is incredibly valuable to get to a place where you can really be positioned to succeed in the way that you want to succeed.
Okay, because I heard how earlier Dr. Jones was like, I kind of have some pull, and I don't want to say it like every industry will have, people that I'm connected with or anything. So basically what I'm asking is, you wouldn't even think that my professors, like for instance, Dr. Perkins would have any recommendations or like pull, like he said, to help me?
I mean, I think that's a good question. Do sometimes people have opportunities that open up for them because they know the right person, because they're in the right place at the right time, because they, maybe you've had, a summer job or an internship that gives you a connection to people at a company. All of those things are incredibly important. And let me also sort of say, just in case I didn't stress this enough, it's not just that you went to school, it's also what you learn at school. And some of those things are things that you learn that show up in books, that are on exams. Some of the things that you learn are, in volunteer service, in collaborative projects that you get to do with other people. So I guess if I had one piece of advice, is that anytime you see an opportunity to stretch yourself, I recommend doing it. And I think The other thing I would say is that you don't know how the story is going to turn out, right? It's not a punch list, do this, this, and this. It's get yourself to be in a place where when there's an opportunity, you can swoop down on it.
Thank you so much.
Good luck to all of you. I'm gonna, Judy, Lawrence, I'm gonna say goodbye for the afternoon, but I hope that this is a productive and rewarding seminar for everyone.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.